So I've taken you through that simple sequence to bring your spine into a brace neutral position. We've covered 3-point foot pressure, and now we're going to apply that to a hip hinge. Now a hip hinge, essentially, is your hips coming into flexion, your chest sort of coming parallel to the floor, and all we're going to be doing is just hinging at the hips here, and the chest is here. And what we'd want is a nice brace neutral spine all the way throughout here. So what we don't want is this flexion in the upper back, we don't want extension in the lower back at all, we just want to keep this nice and organised. So to do that, again, go through that sequence, squeeze glutes, rib cage down, and what we're going to do is just put your hand here and here. And what you're going to do is as you hinge down, what you're going to make sure is that you don't feel like your rib cage is lifting up. You can feel that it's coming there and up, okay? So again, it'd be nice if you had another hand for your head to make sure, because a common mistake is that people look forward as they come up. Now your neck is definitely part of your spine. If your spine's got, got a hinge here, this is not a neutral position anymore. So what you need to do is make sure that you're looking forward, you're not tucking your chin, not lifting it up. So just into here, okay? So as you're coming up, just down into there, just ensuring that your head's under nice control there, okay? So you've just got that basic hinge here. Like I said, you just don't want that arch or anything like that. And what we're going to do now then is just going to apply that to an RDL. So first things first though, just make sure we go through that foot pressure again. So we go for that neutral position there, we're rotating out slightly, and then we've got that 3-point foot pressure. And as we come down then, as I said in that video there, we want this direction. We want this coming out here. So then as we come down into the hinge, we feel some like engagement in the glute and the hip area here. Without that, if you just come down to here, and just let the knees drop forward, all you're going to do is just feel that hanging out on the hamstrings there. Now, you're going to get some work in the hamstrings, but over time your hamstrings will become really stiff and tight because you're going to become really over-reliant on just the hamstrings doing the work. So just by adding that little bit of rotation there, you get some glute engagement here, and as you come down, keep that position nice and stable. Now another little detail here then, so we've talked a little bit about 3-point foot pressure, is not letting the knee get dragged back behind the ankle. So what do I mean by that? As you come down, you're going to feel the weight coming to your heel there, and as you can see, my knee's getting dragged back, and you can see I'm almost losing my balance, so potentially you could lose your balance. Now, if you're doing something like a swing, and you're swinging the kettlebell at speed, you're going to find that you're probably going to need to step back. So again, so what we need to do is just make sure the knee stays over the top of the ankle, keep this brace position, got that rotation in the hip going on, so you're getting that tension around the hamstring, glute, and hip area, so all around here is stabilizing, okay? Not just hanging around on the hamstrings, getting dragged back like that off balance, okay? So we take that to a barbell now. What we're going to do is just take an overhand grip. Don't worry about, just make sure you've got the bar in the middle of your hand here. Just take a grip, and all we're going to be doing is just taking that out. Again, just apply everything like I just said, rotating the hips out, engaging your core, engaging your glutes. We're just coming down, keeping that head in that good position, just below the knee, and then back up, okay? Down again, and back up, okay? Just do one more there, and back up. Now we just put that barbell down now, and we start, we can apply that to a kettlebell exactly the same. You could even just start off with kettlebell RDL, okay? And up, and after a time, what you can start doing, putting that through your legs here, hinging like that, and you can start swinging it. As you can see, the hinge is exactly the same. The only difference here is I've got a kettlebell instead of a barbell, and I'm doing it with a little bit more speed rather than load, okay? The head's in the same position, spine's in the same position, we've got that same tension around the glutes and hips and hamstrings there, okay? So start out, try it out with the RDLs, try out that hip hinge, even if you don't do it with like a heavy weight or anything like that. And if you feel comfortable, you're not getting any sort of pain in your lower back, and you feel like you can keep it in a good position, get a light kettlebell and try applying it to some swings as well, okay?